Howdy folks, it's Mama B, and today we're finishing off our egg hat. This is the yoke part. It's also the dome of the cap, and we're just going to come here to the where I tied it off, grab my white yarn and make a quick slip knot, go right into that last stitch. I'm going to be working in my ends as I go, so I don't have to worry about that later. So I just grab those and kind of hold them right along with my crocheting, and I'm just going to do a single crochet in every stitch. Now on the yoke cap I went through on the back stitch because I wanted this cool little line, but on this one I don't, and I'm not, so I'm just going through both stitches. It gives it better structure. And I want to make sure those ends are all nice and tucked in the way I want them to be. And just keep on going along. Okay, we're at the end of our row. Finish that off with a 1 and a 2 single crochet and then a slip stitch into the first single crochet. Now we've transitioned our yellow to white, and from here on out, if you've seen a fried egg, it's very wonky in its lines. There's no straightness. So now we've got to be a little creative, and we're just going to start building it up. So we start with a single crochet, build it up. We might do a couple. There's no real set thing on this, and we're going to do a half double crochet. That's like a double crochet, yarn over, and let me just show you. So yarn over, go into your stitch, pull up, and you have 3 yarns on your hook, yarn over, and pull off all of them. That's a half double crochet. That leads great into a double crochet, which is the yarn over, just like you did the half, and then drop 2 off, yarn over, and drop 2 more off. You see how that builds up? And then we're going to do a triple crochet, which is 2 yarns over, and then drop 2, whoop, and drop 2. And we're going to do a few of those because I really want to build this up. And then we're going to go back down to double crochet, half double crochet, and a single crochet. And you can see that kind of gives it that wonky. And we'll keep building on that, and we'll pick a few places where we want that to start to appear, but it won't be right there. We want to kind of make some distance between some of those. So we're going to fit in a couple of single crochets. So I want about 3 of these where it double crochets and triple crochets and bulges out like that. And the shape of it doesn't matter because on a fried egg it just sort of does its thing, if that makes sense. It just kind of rolls the liquid where it wants to until it gets set by cooking. So if this is our egg cap, we're going to have it just kind of go wherever, right? So I'm going to throw in 3 like this, and I'm going to put one right about here. So we're going to do a double crochet or a double half crochet to lift up. See how that just barely increases from the single crochet? I like that. And then another double crochet. We'll do a few of those. And see, I'm going to do this one different than this one because I don't want them to be the same. And then maybe throw in a, well, let's do another double crochet and throw in a triple crochet. See how that starts to build up? Another triple crochet, and then a double crochet. I'm going to work my way back down to a half double and a single. You see that shape? Oh, hey Toki. Toki's here helping me out. This shape is different than this shape, and that's a good thing. Now, for the last shape, I have another idea in mind, and I think it's going to be great. So we're going to try and do 2 peaks on this last one. So we're going to do a bunch of single crochets just to work our way away from the last funky shape. And then I'm going to do a double half crochet, a double crochet, a triple crochet. Come here, buddy. Say hi to everybody. He's a busybody this morning. I don't think he's going to stick around too much. He's got a lot to explore. Then we're going to go back into a double crochet, double half crochet. And you just want to check and make sure that's going to lay like you want it to. And then I'm going to do a double crochet again, so it doesn't quite go back down. This is going to take my second peak. Another double crochet, a triple crochet, and then a double crochet. I'm just kind of playing with it, see what I can do. Oh. And a double half crochet. See how that's got 2 ridges now? Might redo that one because it's a little bit loose. See where my stitches are just a little bit loose right through there. I think Toki distracted me a little bit, so let's do that one with a triple. You want to keep those stitches nice and even. A double, double half, back down to a single. And then we've got our 2 peaks. That will widen it out a little bit there. And I think we're just going to finish it off with some single crochets around to meet the next one. And actually, I don't want to completely go all the rest of the way around, because I want to continue to build these peaks where they're at, simply because this is going to be a wide floppy brim, and want to build up to that. As we come up to this next peak, we're going to want to continue to build that up. Because it extends itself and we're trying to get this to lay flat, we're going to have to do some increase. So we start with a double half crochet and a double crochet. I'm going to stick in another double crochet, and I'm just going to keep double crocheting until I get over these peaks, because I want to continue to build them so that they stand out. And you see how the staff of the stitch aims that way and I'm working this way. That means I need to increase again because I want it to lay flat, right? So we're going to increase again with another double crochet, and maybe a couple of them here. And for interest's sake, we're going to drop that down just a little bit. Another double crochet. We're going to increase there because it's not really pulling it in the right direction. See how that's starting to look? I like that. Another double crochet in the next one. Let's do 2 because it seems like it's pulling. Now it's going that way. That means if I increase any more, it's going to start to ripple. So I want to just leave it just like that, because that will be absorbed into the rest of my crocheting. So that's looking good. We're going to do one more double crochet, and then we're going to start taking it back down to a double half crochet and a single crochet. And eventually you can probably double crochet all the way around this floppy little hat, and it will still have that wonky different shapes to it. I'm really excited about this. Alright, we're going to speed this up And you can see how, by this example, you can see how to increase it and how to make it widen and pull out that peak a little bit more. And if it's pulling out too much, you can break it back and pull it back down to a single crochet. And I mean, on the next round, if you want, you can single crochet it so it doesn't grow out so much. It's just, you know, your eye is the artist and your way is the limit. So you just keep on going around. Here we come to the next peak. I want to build that up, so I'm going to do a half double crochet, a double crochet, another one, and another one. See, now it's starting to pull back, so I want to increase. So we did 2 in that last stitch. Now I'm going double crochet again. Here it's going to pull back again because it's starting to pop out a little bit more. So we're going to do a double crochet in there again. That's how you increase, right? 2 double crochets in that same stitch. That one still pulls back quite a bit, so we're going to increase there as well. And then see how that stalk straightens back up and goes. We want it to go either straight out from your work or forward, not backwards, if you want it to not curl up. Because if it's too tight, it'll start to pull up like that. And we don't want that. We want this to lay flat like a brim. And look at this egg. You can see it's starting to take shape. This is pretty exciting to me. I hope it's exciting to you as well. This is going to be a cute hat. And then we just keep on working our way around. Increase if it pulls back. Decrease if it starts to bubble up. Just keep working around. Okay, here we come to the next bump. So I'm going to do a double half crochet, a double crochet. See which way it's laying, it's pulling back, so we're going to do 2 double crochets. And double crochet in the next one. See how that starts to straighten back out. We'll probably have to increase again here pretty quick. We'll just do it now. See, now it's pulling back up like it needs to in the right direction. This one's probably going to have to take us back. Yep, I think I'm going to do a double crochet there because that's the peak of the peak and I don't want it to start to pull up. Do another increase there with a second double crochet in that one. That's looking good. You see how that's laying out? I like that. Alright, so just keep on going. Now this is the one that I have the double peaks on, so I want it to kind of drop back, so I'm going to do another double half stitch. And I think I'm going to do 2 in that stitch because that will help it to increase and make it lay right. I think I'm going to do another one in the next stitch and then we'll start building it back up again with a double crochet, another double crochet. How's that laying? It's starting to pull back, so we'll do an increase double crochet in that one. See how that pulls it back forward again. That's what we want. And anytime you add stitches that change the shape of it, you've got to keep that in mind. So, oh, this is looking really good. I'm excited about it. We're going to increase there with another double crochet just to get it around that peak, drop it down to a double half crochet and then a single crochet. Can you see the vision that I see with this hat? Isn't that great? I'm so excited. All right, so you get the idea of how to do that, to work around those peaks. And we're just gonna keep on crocheting around and around until I'm done with my ball of yarn. And hopefully by the time I'm finished with that ball of yarn, it will be a big floppy hat. If not, I guess I start another ball of yarn. All right, so that's it for now, folks. Thank you so much for watching our video, and be looking for the last part of this awesome hat. Have a fantastic day.